All right, well, let's get right to it, Hayden. Why don't you tell us what it's like to be living out your dream as an NFL player?
I don't know if it's fully set in yet. I mean, ever since that I could pick up a football, like it's been my absolute goal to get to this point. So to have that realized, it's been pretty special. But it's the only beginning, and it's easy to kind of get caught up in that and like looking around and realizing this is your dream, but it's just a start, and there's so much further to go from here.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of hard work to put in, and of course, the season is just starting for you. Can you kind of clue some of us in? What does the practice players get to do? What are some of the parameters of that? And how do you get ready with the team for week one?
Yeah, so I mean, we're out. It's kind of exactly what it sounds like. We're helping the team get ready for who we're playing this week, Jacksonville, kind of emulating them. But yeah, it's still going up every day against the ones and guys who are going to be playing. So you still have to give it your all out there, and that's what I've been doing every day here. So I couldn't be more thankful to be here and to still be in this opportunity to do that.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun situation. Are you getting to be a player from the other side, or are you just generically kind of practicing with the guys?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting to be some players. Who that is, I won't say, but yeah.
Okay. So the running back. All right.
Yeah.
Battle of Florida. You kind of mentioned it. Jacksonville's coming down to you guys week one. Obviously, you want to start off the season, right? How's the team feeling about the matchup? What are you guys excited about?
Yeah, I mean, we're feeling good. Our offense is pretty explosive, and I'm personally excited just to see all the guys go out there and let it rip. Because we definitely have some athletes on the offensive side of the ball and defense too. I mean, you look around, this whole team really is just filled with stars. So I'm really excited just to see all the guys go out there and just to play.
All right. So you've kind of been, living down in Miami? Have you been able to check anything out, or are you just way too busy to enjoy Miami?
No, we definitely have. I mean, I've been here since May, so I've had a lot of time. But the one thing that I have taken full advantage of is every off day I've been fishing outside. And the first couple of weeks I didn't have a car, so it was really every body of water that was in walking distance. But then I ended up getting a rental, so then I could expand my territory. But I've been fishing every week, so it's been a lot of fun because down here it's world class, and you can catch a little bit different kind of fish than back home in Pennsylvania. So I've been having a lot of fun just outdoors.
Okay, yeah, no, I bet the variety down there is probably pretty crazy. Most unique or weird thing you've caught down there?
So the other week before camp started, it's called a snakehead. It's an invasive fish, and they're pretty nasty, mouth filled with teeth. So that was definitely the craziest thing I've caught so far.
All right, I definitely have never heard of that, so I'm glad you came across that and I did not. Let's talk about the draft process a little bit. What were your expectations heading in? And then as kind of the round by round went through, what was your feelings and your emotions as you kind of were hoping to get your name called?
Yeah, going in the draft, I had pretty realistic expectations for myself. During college, I didn't have the flashiest numbers or the biggest stats, so I knew that getting selected within the 7 rounds was a long shot for me. So going into it, I kind of expected the route that I ended up taking. But before the draft really ended, I started hearing from a couple teams with different opportunities, and ultimately the best opportunity I got was down here. So signed my contract, and that's when the work really began.
Yeah, that must have been really exciting. And you're saying Miami was kind of on the radar, or was it a surprise?
No, they were on the radar, but it was still, I was just kind of keeping my mind open to all places. But I was pretty excited when I heard it was going to be Miami.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different than Lancaster County, that's for sure. So,
Mm-hmm.
how about playing in the NFL, being on an NFL team? Have you been able to talk with your father at all about the connection you guys now have, about both being on an NFL team and just kind of how special that is for father-son?
Yeah, absolutely. My dad is who I've leaned on since he was coaching me in high school. and he's who helped me get to the college point and helped me through there, and really just my whole career. I've talked with him, but to get to this point, it was pretty cool, and I know he was pretty proud. They were at all of our preseason games, and getting to give him a hug after scoring a touchdown in the last preseason game. That was. I mean, there's no better experience than that.
Wow. Yeah, that's a cool memory right there. And I'm assuming you guys are hoping to add a third to the party then, in a couple of years for Nolan. I know it's a long way off, but.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Hey, let's flash back to your last year at Warwick High School. It was 2018, if you can remember back that far. You guys had a good season into the playoffs. You make history by winning the first District 3 playoff game for Warwick. What was that like for you? What was it like to be in that game? Do you remember anything from that whole time?
Oh, yeah. The first game that we won was Palmyra.
Against Palmyra. Yep.
Palmyra, yep, in the pouring rain. 64-0, if I believe.
Correct.
If my mind serves me right. That was, I mean, I still tell people that it's like, yeah, we won the first playoff game in school history. So, I mean, that game was awesome. Now, the next round was not as awesome. But yeah, that was a pretty special moment. And I mean, just the community and Warwick is holds such a dear place in my heart to me, my family. I mean, my dad coached there for, I can't remember. I mean, when I was born is when he started coaching. So just to be able to share that experience with him, my brother, my mom coaching field hockey there. I mean, Warwick is near and dear to us.
Yeah, and you caught a touchdown in that game as well. So that obviously meant something to you. You've never really talked about this, but going into that game, there was a lot of emotion with the community. Did that factor in at all? Were you able to hold yourself in check? If you're able to, tell us about kind of what that meant for you guys in the community.
Yeah, that was a very emotional later half of the season, and it can really go either way with guys. But I think we did a great job of using it to fuel us and bring everybody together at that point, and to really just play for Warwick and play for the community. So I think it was a pretty grateful and cherishable experience for all of us.
All right, Hayden, so excited for you, and I hope you guys have a great week one, and then just hope things keep getting better and better for you, and eventually we'll see you out there on the field. Looking forward to it, but thanks for giving us some time.
Of course. Thanks, Chad.